All right, everyone. We are going to take a quick look at Jasmy here. So we called it on these two different charts here. We've been watching Jasmy inside of the symmetrical triangle pattern here. This one here, the Coinbase chart sitting over the 382 at 17, and on the Gate IO chart sitting over the 236 at 16. So whatever chart you're using, regardless, the bullish pattern we're watching here, the volume came in, the volume went down, and the pattern held. And if you're going by the Coinbase chart here, we're over the 382. The next stop is the 0.5 at 3.1, and potentially the 618 at 5 pennies here. So I think I've mentioned this before, to where I think once we break out of this pattern, Jasmy is pretty much making a beeline for that 5 penny mark here, because on the other chart, that is also your 382 retracement at about 5. So I'm looking for Jasmy to move up about 100% here before it decides to pull back. But we do have 3-1 here to kind of watch, so just keep an eye on that. But ultimately, what we're looking for here out of this move from that pattern is a move up to the 618 and then a back test of the 0.5, and then we just take it from there. And of course, like I said, you could come up to the 0.5, hit that, back test the top of the triangle, not quite down to the 382, and then we'll go back up from there. That would be very healthy and very bullish also. But ultimately, like I said, we've been watching for all of these weeks here, for all of these months in this pattern here, just waiting for this thing to finally break out here. And that's what exactly is happening here. So good to see. Stock RSI, you can see down here from the same area we pointed out last time. It bounced, and it's bouncing once again. So it's nice to see that there. Now, as for how high Jasmy is going to go, if you guys watched the channel before, you know my target is around the 30 to 35 cent range here. The high is 35 cents on the Coinbase chart, up to a $17.5 billion market cap. Now, this is my conservative target for Jasmy. I think this is definitely going to get hit. Now, if we look over at the Gate IO chart, let me zoom this out really quick here. The 30 cent range takes you up to a 618 retracement here and a $14 billion market cap. And that would give you about a 10x on Jasmy from today. Of course, that was lower back in the day when we were looking at it back here and inside this pattern for all that time we were watching it. And then you can see that if Jasmy does a 786 retracement on this chart, that would give you a $50 billion market cap and a price of $1.09 and almost a 40x. So I think that is probably going to get hit. But like I said, to be more conservative, I'm looking at the 618 retracement here. But I think a lot of people underestimate Jasmy here. I think Jasmy is going to perform better than they expect. So I could see Jasmy doing a 786 $1 retracement here. Now, with that being said, if we go back over to the Coinbase chart that doesn't have all the history on it, you could see that, let me go ahead and zoom this in, that high there at that 17.5 billion to 35. And then once we break that high, the next potential stop, this one takes you to the 1272, and this one takes you to $1.31 for a $65 billion market cap. And let me just go ahead and quickly measure this before this update gets too long. And you can see that going from today in price, if it hits that 131 to that 1272, you are looking at a 48 to 49 to maybe a 50x if it wicks a little bit above it. So there is a little bit of difference on which chart you go by. So that's why here on the channel we pretty much cover both charts, and sometimes both charts in the same day. So we'll see what happens, but ultimately we're looking at Jasmy here. We've been watching it in this very bullish pattern, and we finally got that move and that breakout to the upside here. So it's looking good for Jasmy right now. So with that being said, none of this is financial advice. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.